When I, decided to set up practice, went to my CPA and, we're talking about, I want to start a practice, and my CPA asked me, do you have a name? Well, at that instant, I didn't really have a name, and I didn't even have a location. So my first thought was like, okay, well, so once we know the location, then we can possibly name it based on the location. But that just didn't really make sense a lot to me. So I told my CPA, it's fine, you can start the paperwork, but I'll think about a name. And then, as I'm like thinking about names, different names, nothing really clicked. So what clicked was typically in my day-to-day dental, I always talk to my patients about trust. You have to find somebody you trust, and dentistry is not a commodity. It's not just, you have to have a relationship with your provider, whoever it is, you have to find someone you trust. And so the word trust, I find out, I use it all the time. It's in my vocabulary with my patient, I talk about it all the time. And then somehow, when I'm looking out for a name, I say, wow, you know what, there is no other better word that I use than trust. And so I said, it just kind of came to me, and I say, what if Trusted Dental Care? And so, so the first thing that came, I was like, okay, Trusted Dental Care. And then I'm like, okay, can we find that name? Did somebody have it? And my CPA just did a search, and turns out that name was available. We couldn't believe it. There was an experience that I had when I was in school. We were third-year dental students. We just barely starting clinic, and so it was in the clinic. We were partnered up with, two students. One becomes the doctor, and the other becomes the assistant. So I was the assistant, and my partner was the doctor. And so we're just, we're new to clinic, but we have our instructors helping us what to do and all that. And the patient, when my partner was just a little away, he grabbed me by my hand and said, I want you to do it. It was, we were about to take a tooth out. I said, he held my hand and he's like, I want you to do it. And I said, well, we're equally, qualified. We're both students. If we need help, we have the instructor come help us. And he's like, no, I want you to do it. I trust you more. So the word trust has been kind of following me for a while. And finally I said, you know what, that's the word. That's pretty much how I came to name my practice.